Hey guys, this is a video on a couple tools that will help make gutting a deer in the field a little easier. Now, I don't necessarily think that you need to gut your deer right away. Guys I hunt with right now for years have taken the deer somewhere where they can gut it in a clean situation. Now, before then, I gutted my deer in the field, and if no problem doing that. So here's a couple tools on how you can do that a little easier. So these are a couple of specialty knives from Gerber. I'm going to get to those in just a second. So what I do with the deer when I want to gut it in the field, I'll roll it on its back, and I'll get its tummy up in the air, and then right below the breastbone, right below the sternum, the tummy, all the guts and everything will be held down by weight, by their own weight, and the breastbone will be holding the skin up. And what you can do is you can make just a couple real, you don't even need a knife, a big knife, you can use a pocket knife. Make a couple strokes like this and just separate the skin and get through the skin all the way. And at that point, you put this thing away. And that's where these things come in. So I call this thing an unzipper. You might call it a gut hook. Look at this. It's dirty from the last time I used it, but it's a razor blade. It comes with a razor blade, the pouch, some spare razor blades. They're just utility blades, so I mean, you can get them at a hardware store. The pouch, the blades, and the knife all come in at just over 2.5 ounces. Now you have the deer on the back with a slit right beneath the sternum on the belly, and you can slide this in and pull on down, and you just unzip the tummy right there. Boom, done. Now the next thing I would do to finish opening up the belly is you'd run into the pelvis. Well, that's where this comes in. This is a wicked little bone saw. I mean, it's, again, made by Gerber. Now it's made exactly for this. Note, it's not sharp on the end. So what you can do is you can go in and you can cut through the pelvic bone, saw right on through it, on down, and open up the pelvis. And you got to go slow, but man, this thing is sharp. It goes through bone like you wouldn't believe. And with this tip, this non-sharp tip, you have to be a little careful, but you're not going to puncture any of the intestines or anything down there. So that's how you do that. Now, if you don't care about mounting the deer, you can turn around and you can do the same thing with the sternum. You can open up the skin using the unzipper, and then you can use the saw here, and you can saw right through the sternum as well. And then at that point, then you go back in with your knife, and you can go in, cut the trachea, and the esophagus, and then the guts are all ready to come out of that internal cavity. So the last thing, let's see, this is just under 2.5 ounces. This is just over 2.5 ounces. That's together with their pouches. So you're looking at just over 5 ounces together. Now, whenever you're skinning something out, your knife is going to get dull pretty quick. So this is what this is a diamond embedded steel. This thing comes in at just over 1 ounce. It's great for just a quick sharpen, restores the edge in just a few seconds. And if you're working on an animal and your knife starts getting dull, there you are. So easy to use, very effective, yeah, these things are great. Get yourself the unzipper, get yourself the bone saw. Next time you gut a deer in the field, you'll be happy that you have both of those. Now, an alternative to the bone saw is a Wyoming saw. Wyoming saw is a great little piece of equipment. It's just heavy and it's bigger than you need. So this is the Wyoming saw. you can assemble this into a hacksaw that's, yeah, it's got a 12-inch blade on it. And the only drawback to this, and I won't cover the saw in this video, is that this thing weighs in at a pound. Just the saw. So so comparing the Wyoming Saw to these other two guys, maybe the Wyoming Saw is better for if you're at camp, in deer camp, next to a vehicle, you know, more uses. But if you're hiking and you want to gut a deer out in the woods, these two are your best, lightest bet. You'll be hard pressed to even feel them in your pack. But man, when you get the animal down and cut into and go to town on starting to clean that thing, you will notice how easy it is with these two pieces of equipment. If anyone else has some comments on how to make gutting a deer in a field easier, go ahead and post them. So, anyway, thanks for watching.